Hi, welcome to Kylie's Corner. I'm your host, Kylie with an I. Today, I'm here to talk to you about Polaris Van Thanis, who I've been asked to thank for sharing last week's music video on Twitter. I don't thank nobody for nothing that don't involve me, so it's not happening. If for some reason you want to be shouted at, follow Kate on Twitter at IamKateNix and retweet this video from her account, though I don't know why you'd want to get shouted at.
Sorry to interrupt, Carly. It's actually shout out.
Yeah, that's how you shout. Out. You can't shout in. Hello, my beautiful bean dumplings. Recently, I decided to make a big life change. It was something I was thinking about for a while. The reason my hair is shorter and darker than you remember it being is because to avoid making that change, I started making other changes. Hacking the dead ends off my hair is probably better for it in the long run, but I'm not gonna pretend these choppy ends were intentional. I'm just punk enough that I can get away with making a giant mistake like this and pull it off as a fashion choice. It's clearly a modern take on the home-cut shags of the 70s and definitely not evidence of my nervous breakdown. That's the problem with big life changes. They're scary, and it's easier to dye your hair and pretend it made a difference in your larger problems. A change in your appearance can be a fun way to shake things up, but it is no substitute for genuine self-reflection and care. I wanted any reason to stay in the dark. I was scared what would happen without my blanket of protective negativity. I've spent years in therapy, inching along the walls of the basement in my mind, terrified of the darkness, but even more terrified of what it could contain. What if it was worse than the darkness? What if I'm a monster? I decided that it was time for me to trust myself, to move forward in a world where I could believe what I was thinking and feeling and turn on the light. I decided to admit that I have value and that my opinion is valuable, to acknowledge my skills and experience, to see myself as loved, loving, and worthy. I wasn't gaining anything by pretending I don't shine. I used to dim my light to make other people comfortable. I used negativity and judgment to keep myself in line, a tactic I had learned from a lifetime of toxic relationships. Being able to cut myself down was important in my past when I simultaneously craved attention and wanted to disappear from view, but I can't live in who I was 10 years ago. I won't hurt myself like that anymore. Even in the short time since I made this choice to believe myself, I have made less excuses. I don't back down as easily. I'm still in physical pain because of my conditions, but I'm not beating myself up because I'm hurt. I acknowledge the state of my body, and I move on in whatever ways I can. There are moments when the darkness creeps back in, or when anxiety consumes me, but now I trust that those things are there for a reason, even if I don't understand immediately why. I'm not the idiot that I want to pretend I am. The reason I'm nervous all the time is because the world's on fucking fire. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you enjoyed this video and you want to support the one-woman production team behind it, please head over to my Patreon at katenix.com/join or at the link in the description and join these fabulous people here whose names you see scooting on by. They're scooting. All right, I'll see you next week. Please like, and subscribe.
We can't guarantee it's worth it. You don't know if you don't try before we say goodbye. There is one more little thing to help us out if you don't mind. To show us you really care, give this video a share. I know we are sad to watch you go. We'll see you in the comments down below. I like singing with you, Kate.
I like singing with you too, Moxie.